Charlottesville. 32-year-old Heather Heyer was killed. 19 others were injured. The Justice Department and the FBI have opened a civil rights investigation into the case. Two Virginia state.
We're here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Let me give you this news report.
Crashed as they surveyed the rally and protests from above. President Trump condemned the violence broadly, but many, including prominent members of his own party.
That wasn't true. He condemned both sides. And I looked at it, I see what he's talking about. As far as Trump condemning the Charlotte nonsense. So I'm back. The last video failed because I didn't check to make sure the sound was working. I'll do that in the future. I'm just on my plain laptop. That's why the camera is bad. I didn't bring my little HD camera with me. It's not that serious. I did, in my last video, catch up on some comments, which I'll go through again.
Are calling for stronger, more direct.
Someone named Giggleberries says Europe should be left intact. Not sure what he's talking about, but that's their leadership decision. As an American, this is a land of immigrants of the world. It rightfully belongs to Native Americans, but that's another discussion. Hence, why we have American ideology, which is why our political wings must be balanced. If we don't do this, I guess he's trying to teach me some kind of politics here, which kind of cracks me up when young fucks talking to someone 58 years of age. As I said in my last video, I started with Reaganomics and to my voting and looking at politics and shit like that. So anyway, I approve this comment. You guys read it if you want to. Veteran Soul. Should I act like a gentleman at the same time? Open doors for her. I'm not sure why opening doors is such a serious thing for Veteran Soul. I open doors for mothers, for pregnant women, for people in wheelchairs, for old women, for old men, for kids. I'm referring to doors, going to buildings. I don't open car doors. For women that are driving with me, they don't know damn door. But I'm not going to be a imitation asshole, I guess. Trying to be a bad guy and not open doors. Be what you are, okay? Except for a sip. Sorry about that. What I'm trying to say is, don't be afraid to open the door to a building. Okay, if you get there first, hold the door open for her. She gets there first, let her open the door for you. Let's see what else we got here. Elder Scrolls, what do you think about bringing a Thai wife? I have no thoughts on that. I have no opinion on that. I do have an opinion on that, but it's not a good opinion. But I do notice that the white nationalist types, the alt-rights, they get Asian girls because they can't get their own kind of women. I've noticed the women that are in the KKK are usually fat nasties. It was only in Charlotte that I saw a slim chick with the racist yelling out, why are you acting like an N-word? Why are you acting like an N-word? That was the first time I seen a slim one in their group. I used to think that, white girls weren't racist. They couldn't be racist because they're girls. They have hearts. And any woman that's got a heart, how could she hate someone else? Boy, was I stupid. Boy, was I stupid. Then I saw the photos of, started seeing the photos of the hangings of black men, saw women in the group. I saw children. These disgusting people would bring children to a hanging or to a burning. They would tie kids, black boys to logs and set them on fire. Can you imagine the pain those kids went through? Imagine if it was your brother or your cousin or your father. Instagram. Me and my wife trying to start a clean company. Soon I'm trying to start a t-shirt business because I do art. And you're the one of few people actually doing, well, you already got a wife, so you're not doing that part of it. But you listen to me for other reasons, I guess. I'd love to see someone trying to start a part-time business here. A lot of guys, they just play video games. and they watch YouTube. I don't know why they watch me. I can't figure that one out. Sergio, thanks for the comment. Mihai Stan. Here's a fun concept. I find myself in a situation where I don't fit anywhere. Try being black and being into sci-fi. You'll see very few blacks in like some kind of Comic-Con thing or whatever you guys do. And yet the official Zeta male description is totally different from yours. That's okay. Thank you for the comment. You wrote me a book. Oh God, you got an anime faceless character. Huh. And you want to offer your definition of Zeta males. No, thank you. I don't take my cues from kids. Okay. No offense to you. You're a young person. I've been around a lot longer than you. Kit Walker. The reason why I came on to do a show 4 days ago. Now, I actually did a show before I even left, and I forgot to put it up. Women are all the same. If you have with the looking for your in, if you don't, you're just fucked. Basically saying if you got the looks, you're in. If you don't, you're fucked. As I said in my first video that I deleted just now, I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I was at a Walmart earlier today. I'm one of those kind of people, Walmart people. I didn't know what it was. All I know is they had a wife and a child. I thought it was a dyke. The arms were like that big. The face was just beyond hideous. Nose. He looked, I've seen those English movies where they have those ugly English guys in there with the big ears that stick out. You've seen those types. The narrow little rat faces. He was worse than that. And the thing had nerve to breed, have a little child and a wife. So when I hear a black dude or any dude say that type of bullshit, doesn't make me sad, doesn't really make me angry. It just makes me disgusted. Right now, Kit Walker, I'm just disgusted, man. And of course, your rebuttal would be, see, now you're trying to do one of my things, figure out what the guy's going to say next. Well, find out what they want and supply it. If the chick is hot and you're not hot, I don't say that. So you got it wrong. I don't teach hoe chasing here either. I don't teach crushing on hot chicks here. You look very, very negative. You're standing with your shirt off now. You took down that other photo you had, and now you're standing there shirtless for a reason. You're trying to impress somebody, and you're not impressing me at all. I've got bigger arms than you have. So I'm not impressed. But you try to look all negative and shit. I just like, why, brother? Why did you fall to this negative level? Left me 2 fucking comments on stupidity. Your comment with your rebuttal will be, well, find out what they want and supply it. Yeah, find out what the females want on your own level, that is. Give it to them. Just give it to them. Well, it's not that feasible for everybody. And beyond that, for some people, it's just plain impossible. If you saw what I saw today, you would never have said that. Of course, being stuck on stupid, you only see what you want to see out there, as I've noticed. And I used to go on these vacations and photograph. I'm not going to do that for you fucks anymore. If you can't see the truth, fuck you. Just fuck you. Just go somewhere. Adding eye contact, superfluous parts to your personality that are not you. When you do something for 21 days, it becomes a part of you. So what you're saying to me doesn't make an ounce of sense, Kit Carson. Or Kit Walker. Kit Carson was a man from American history. Learned he used to mutilate dead Indian women. Wow. I learned that from a Hispanic history teacher in high school. That's what got me on the search of truth. He broke all the shit down, the real history. I was blessed. Adding eye-catching, what's your personality, blah, blah, blah. Just get attention from women. For men who don't put women or you're speaking gibberish. Your mind is broken down, man. I don't know if you were smoking the weed or someone broke up with you or you tried for a hot chick, got blown out. I don't know what happened to you, man. But I can't read your gibberish. Let's see if I can make some type of sense out of this. Get attention from women, for men who don't put women and or sex on pedestals as the end-all be-all goal of everyday life is ultimately a fool's errand when the act and the jig is up and the female comes to realize you're not really into all that pop culture, cool shit, and you really enjoy pro wrestling. Who likes pro wrestling that's an adult? Besides my immature 40-year-old son. Video games. What grown-ass man is still going to play video games? God knows that's one of your comments to me. I got to comment on that. What grown-ass man still plays games? Right now, there's a bunch of you guys who do still play your video games. You're grown-ass men. I'm telling you, you're not grown-ass men yet. Because when you're a man, you put away your childish ways. It says so in the Bible. As a child, I spoke as a child, played as a child, acted as a child. But when I became a man, I put away my childish ways. I spake as a man. See, you're just grown kids that got older. And there's no defending video games. Don't. I'm going to get to that in just a minute. Somehow this Kit Walker dude just went off. He just had enough. His mind cracked. And he just typed a bunch of bullshit on my channel. Now he says, playing video games at home alone, yeah. So doing that makes you a bad person. That makes you a loser. That makes you a non-producer. When you play video games, you're playing someone else's creativity, and you paid for that creativity. You didn't create anything yourself. You sit at home instead of working on creating something yourself, creating a part-time business, learning new things you can better yourself with. You're sitting there playing someone else's creativity. What kind of winner is that? That is not the activity of a winner. Go to any of the success coaches out there. Any of them, Anthony Robbins on down. They'll teach you. That's not the activity of a winner. To be a winner in life, you got to do winner activities. But Supreme, what about we just want to let off some steam and play some video games? Do it. Walker, I don't give a fuck what you do. Play video games till you fucking die. I don't care. If you can't meet me halfway on this road here, I don't got time for you. If you're going to be stuck in negativity, I don't got no goddamn time for you. My challenge for men that want to meet me halfway and work their way to becoming real men. Work their way to attracting females into their lives. You said something very important here that tells me who you really are. Are those guidelines? I have to quit playing video games, assume anthology, different personality. Don't type from a fucking phone. Personality, take a bunch of sycophantic, impressionable, pretentious pictures, post them on a site. This is under one of my internet dating videos. that got re-uploaded. On a site, drum up 2 or 3 paragraph story narrative. I don't have 2 or 3 paragraphs. I got a whole fucking book up there because I'm looking for a certain type of female that will take the time to read what I got to say. I don't got time for stupid. Proper grammar is, I don't have time for stupid. Black grammar, I don't got time for stupid. Stupid chicks don't read. Don't want to bother reading. They're just into the photos. That's ghetto bitches. That's trailer trash park bitches. I don't want that kind of bitch in my life. Or I wouldn't want that kind of bitch in my life. And they are bitches. They're not women. Let's see. It conveys how much a Superman I am, and then be prepared to deliver on said narrative. Why can't you just admit that women are just not that important? How dare you fucking say that to me? Not that important or worth having to give up your own personal beliefs. Do you guys watch this video, hear what this idiot said? That women aren't that important? Jovina, did you hear what he said?
Can't believe I'm hearing it, but I'm hearing it.
That women aren't that important. I got to get rid of this device here. There. It should come, the picture should come in better. He said that women are, can you guys believe that? That women aren't that important. Worth giving up your own personal beliefs. See, here's where he knows not a goddamn thing what he's talking about. Anthony Robbins teaches you to change your beliefs. All success coaches teach you to change your beliefs because the beliefs you have right now, fellas, are the reason why you're in the situation that you're in. I believe I'm ugly and the women don't like me, so I get no women. That's the end result. I believe that I'm friendly and open and people like me. I attract people into my life. I was just talking to a guy downstairs. He's actually Oklahoma native, but he's here at the hotel on business. When I came in, there was he's retired Air Force guy, a gingerhead from Missouri. And that's the state I want to tell him, I'm not going through your state, but I didn't say that to him.
You said that to him?
No, I didn't say that to him.
No, yeah.
Nah.
Oh.
So whatever your beliefs are, they're what's creating your outer world, your outer life, fellas. So I'm looking at Kit here. He's got a new photo up. He's standing there shirtless trying to impress somebody with his little muscles. I got bigger arms than you got, Kit. That's black grammar. Then you have. White grammar, you have. So, yeah, I'm not impressed. You're not scaring me, man. What you're doing is scaring females off. Because you look angry. Nobody wants to have anything to do with angry motherfuckers sitting there alone in the room alone, playing video games. And you're on the wrong channel. I'm not here to help you because you're not willing to come halfway. I don't have time for stupid. I don't have time for weak. I don't have time for negativity. You got to meet me halfway. Let's see. Why can't just admit women are not that blows me away. That important or worth having to give up your own personal beliefs just to get laid? You sound like a virgin. Because the common day moderate want you to follow certain guidelines in order to get attention from women. It's like, then it goes to some weird analogy of the Roman Colosseum. Kit, good luck to you. I wish you well in your life. Have fun on your journey, in your lonely room by yourself. I notice that your right wrist is kind of swole. Your right hand looks extra big. Have fun stroking it by yourself in your room alone. As the Hodge twin says, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Just don't involve me in your misery. Okay? I don't want to read about it anymore. I don't really care anymore. If you can't meet me halfway and you come with some shit like that, we can't do anything here. You ain't got time for it. I'm not, as I said in my first video, I'm not Coach Corey Wayne. I'm not some smiling white guy with passing out flowers and roses. I'm a brother that got good with women. I'm not some glorious blonde hair, blue eyed coach dude. I'm me. I learned that if a motherfucker can't meet you halfway, that's willing to try, don't try to pull them out of their hole. They create that hole themselves, and I'm not going to waste my energy, my time trying to pull you out of your hole. You got to crawl out yourself, as I did in my life. I was negative once in my life, hated being black. I'm looking at the situations black folks are in. Hated my own race, hated white folks, just hated people in general. But what I didn't realize was actually the only person I really hated was myself. So I set out to change myself. I changed my belief system. I recreated myself. And you idiots that say, why should I have to change for a girl? Change for yourself, dumbass, so you can have a girl. I don't know if you guys can believe this shit. It's just fucking amazing. I still run into bullshit like that. What's up, Dominic? Yes, I'm enjoying my vacation so far. Believe this shit. Rima, what's up? I was thinking of you when I said about video games, Remo. Like I said, I don't care what you guys say. If you want to play the games, play them. I just don't give a fuck anymore. Dominic. Yeah, figured you guys would. Let's say I balance it out, though. Good. As long as you balance it out. If your brain needs a video game, go give it a video game, man. Dominic Griffin. Video games do waste a lot of time. Yep. Who am I to say it, though? Strider Chip. What if they're not interested? If you think you're the shit, I guess it can't be helped, right? What if they're not interested? Sound like you're focusing on hoe chasing, Strider Chip, because if you're going for females that are choosing, they're interested. So you're focused on the hot chicks that are probably out of your league, and you're staring at them and thinking, and you sitting there thinking you're the shit. That's good to have, but it needs to be in the right proportion. Okay. So what you want to do is find the females that are feeling you, instead of staring at the smoking hot chicks that aren't feeling you, because all that's going to do is get you a bunch of down feelings. Find out who likes Strider Chip right now, and work with that. Remo, change is always good. Yes, it is. I change and people hate it. They always do. They miss the old sucker, Remo. J-Man, hey player. What's up, J-Man? It's 7:21 out here in Oklahoma. I'm getting ready to cross over into another time zone tomorrow. I'll be in Little Rock, Arkansas. Doing good, huh? Good. Christopher, video games for me are my time away from everyone. Kind of like your Tuesdays off watching anime back in the days. Okay. Stretcher, what are signs supreme besides eye contact? Well, that's the main one, eye contact. There's other things like don't focus on that. Eye contact. That's the only thing you need to know is eye contact. Let me say something about the anime that I used to watch. How long did I do that? Does anybody know? It was good to see you enjoying your vacation. I just came back from vacation myself. Hey, I got $20 in my wallet, Jovina. Oh, well.
Shit. Gas money. That's a tank of gas out here.
Gas out here is $2.01, 201. In California, it was, what was it, 260 when we left?
Yeah.
About 260. So we're having a ball out here in what is Oklahoma? And I'll say something. Kansas is nice. Oklahoma's nice. I like Oklahoma a little bit better. More trees, except the heat. It's a wet heat. The air has kind of got moisture in it. It's like walking into a sauna.
Humidity.
How you like in Tulsa and how's the road trip? You look like you're breathing better. Nah, it's actually a little bit worse out here because it's like walking into a lot of moisture in the air for me. Huh? Yeah. It's very humid here. Interesting. It's like I'm trying to breathe underwater or something. Just saw the movie The Dark Tower, and it wasn't anything like the book. They surround the story around the little white kid. If you guys ever read the book, remember Roland left the white kid in a cave and walked off and continued his journey. The white kid traveled with him for a little while. He came back to Earth. They went back to the alternate universe thing, and he left him in a series of caves. The white kid wasn't important. But of course, this being America, they're doing the story. They made it all about the little white kid. And Roland was just a minor character. But it was still good.
Well, he ended up being the hero.
Yeah, he was the hero. But it wasn't like in the story, it was all about him.
And he ended up taking the kid with him.
Yeah, he took the kid with him. In the book, he left that kid. Gaming Goo One. Hey, Supreme, I actually work in Tulsa. What hotel are we at, Jovina?
This is the Holiday Inn.
Holiday Inn off 81st.
Yeah.
I'm at the Holiday Inn off of 81st. East 81st. Frank Scott, Sub Supreme. I am 1.5 hours away from Little Rock. If it's not too late when you two arrive there, I would like to treat you to dinner. Sounds good, Frank. That'd be very nice to meet somebody on the trip.
Nice meeting one of the guys.
Mm-hmm. How long will you be in the area? I'll be there just tomorrow, Frank. Or gaming. Oh, sorry, gaming. I'll be here till tomorrow also. So it's what is it?
We're leaving here tomorrow morning. So.
Yeah, we're leaving tomorrow morning. Sorry. If you can't make it tonight, then I'll have to keep going. And I've been in Tulsa for 2 days. We got tired of driving and just make the vacation all about driving. So I decided to stay a day and rest. Would you say glasses make you less attractive to people in general? Yes, I would say that, J-Man. Memphis is not on my route there, Dominic. What hotel are we staying at in Little Rock? Do you remember? You got it down on a piece of paper. We'll let you know what hotel we're staying at there, Frank.
The Holiday Inn on Interstate 30.
Holiday Inn on Interstate 30. Didn't we write some numbers down on that?
Well, 600 Interstate 30.
600 Interstate 30. Yeah, you can find it.
Yeah.
So Holiday Inn on Interstate 30. There, Frank. He's got it. Cool. I think it's under Jovina's name.
Yeah, it is. It's Little Rock.
Nascimento.
It's Holiday Inn, Little Rock.
Like Pele Nascimento?
Presidential Tower or something.
Yeah, the presidential tower, okay. Do you get tired of answering questions? Actually, I don't get tired of answering questions. I get tired of reading comments that are stupid. Questions I love because it uses my brain. Comments, when they're stupid, it's a waste of my brain. In fact, I think I'm gonna stop doing comments in the future, unless they're questions, because it's all just some jackass in his opinion. Gaming one, okay, that must be in the one by 81st and Mingle. That's it. That's me. That's where I'm at. We'll be downstairs in their restaurant. What time is it, Jovina?
It's 7:29.
So we'll be there about 8. We'll be there for about an hour or so. Where do you live in Tulsa? Glory the King. Supreme thoughts on starting strength workout routine. I like strength workouts. Reese, Christopher, do you still keep in contact with Reese? I just emailed him before I started my first show. It's his birthday today. Spring, your thoughts on Buddhism? My buddy Neil is a Buddhist. I have no thoughts on the belief system, I guess, or religion. I don't know if you call it. It's not really a religion. I noticed that a lot of Caucasians run to stuff like that, and it tends to be like egghead types that run to it. I was wondering, why do they do that? It's like they'll run to India and get up under one of the gurus there and come back, and I don't understand their need to seek foreign different religions and stuff like that. King, Mayweather versus McGregor. Mayweather's a trained boxer. McGregor is not a trained boxer. He's MMA. He's going to be following boxing rules. He's an amateur boxer versus Mayweather is a professional boxer, as I repeat what Mike Tyson said. So I got to listen to the expert, and I'll go for Mayweather. That McGregor sure talks a lot of shit, though. I didn't know anything about him. I think I watched him before I went on vacation, and I caught up on some of his fights. He likes to fight in panties. His outfit's like there's some panties and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? J-Man, I'm on vacation. I'm not camping. How much would it cost to get a Skype consultation with Miss Jovina after sending her my photos? It's $25. And you pay for that. And the process, you make your payment. Then she emails you what type of photos she wants. There's a brother that just actually paid before we started vacation, like 3 weeks before we came on vacation. And all she asked for was this fucking, eye color, photograph of your eyes. And he still hasn't sent it. So now he's got to wait till September. But I definitely recommend it if you want to get the right colors that match your skin tone, your hair, your eye color, that makes you in blend like women do. If you want to get their attention, you got to learn how to dress if you want to get their attention. Get the right colors that look good on you. Strider. At the end of the day, is it the game a 50-50? At the end of the day, Is it the game a 50-50? It's either she interested or not, question mark. Yeah. Does eye contact seriously guarantee success, or is it your actions that count the most? / approaching. Well, you've been with me for a long time, Strider. Strange question to ask me. If she's giving you eye contact and your game is good, then it's guaranteed success. If your game sucks and she's giving you eye contact, she likes the way you look, you step over, you open your mouth, and you're hemming and hawing and fumbling, you done lost the fuck. Gaming you. McGregor has only lost one MMA fight. I thought he won all of his fights. I didn't know he lost one. Again, think about it like this. He's an amateur boxer. He's never really done real boxing. He's done MMA. He stepped into a ring with a trained boxer who has a record of 49-0. Okay? 49-0. A trained boxer. Now they're blowing this shit up like it's big time wrestling. Big time wrestling is a phrase from my days. There was no WWF or WWE or whatever that shit is. I don't follow the nonsense, but there wasn't any of that. It was called big time wrestling. And they're doing the same stuff. They're doing the build up, the shit talking, and I've lost all faith in this fight. It just seemed like a setup. It almost seemed like they built him up just so they could have this big ass purse. Because they're talking a lot of millions on the table there. This dude has no idea what it's like to hold actual 4-ounce gloves in his hands. They use the lighter gloves in MMA. They don't use actual boxing gloves. His arms are gonna get so goddamn tired. And you think about Mayweather, it'll be like he can take a nap and box his way out of this shit. He's used to holding the gloves. I bet you they're training him with real gloves now. I bet you he's feeling the pain. He's gonna get in there and start trying to push those heavy gloves around. It's gonna tire his ass out. When you were 27 years old and playing the game, I just started the game at 27. What age did it take you to get to at least mid-level? See, I know concept of mid-level. I don't know what mid-level is right now. Now that you mentioned it, what is mid-level? What does that look like? I got in the game. I was fucking a bunch of hot females in my classes. I started going to the nightclubs. I had to learn the game all over again, or learn real game. Not where I was the head guy, the guy they all looked up to. I was just some black dude in a club. So I can't say I started at 27, the real game. I could say I started more like 33 or my early 30s. Took me a couple of years to get my wings. I started pulling females about every time when I went to the club back then, but I got lucky, as I said, lucky pretty often because I didn't know what I was doing. I knew the dance game worked, so that worked for me for a long time. Then as I got older, my knees weren't the same, so I'd learn how to open my mouth and have some verbal game. That was in my later 30s. I grew slowly because there was nobody to guide me. There were no player coaches out there. So I just grew slowly and naturally, and I started filling the verbal mouthpiece. I did learn the sex game, verbal game in my early 30s, that whole mind fucking thing. But as far as talking to women, I'm a shy guy. I was a shy person, in other words, introverted and very shy. So it was hard for me to learn to start talking to women in the nightclub. Like, what do I say? And I see these other black dudes, talking to chicks, and I couldn't do that. I learned. Elder Scrolls, I already talked about my thoughts on getting a Thai wife. I'm not really down for that. I think Thai women are hot. Just make sure it's a woman, not a dude. But I did mention that white guys, Caucasian males, they love to go to Asian countries and get these Asian wives. I see it almost every day. Old, crackly, crinkly, ugly ass, dominant society males with these young Asian broads. I see it. I saw it when I was in Walmart yesterday. I saw it. Were we in Walmart in the town before that too? Yeah. The day before, yeah. Because I saw a guy wearing glasses. He was kind of chubby, and he had this, real plain Asian wife. I guess the thing is, go where the picking is good, but I prefer guys learn to hunt in their own market first. Then, if you can't win there, then go to where the picking is easy pickings. If you're a white male, I think you're Arabic, and I don't know what the results for Arabs are, or Middle Eastern types. You're not Arabic, you're Middle Eastern. I think you said you were no, Armenian. Yeah, and some Armenians look white, some look Middle Eastern. I don't know which you are. J-Man, McGregor knows how to sell himself. He's a talker. Yeah, he reminds me of Ali. Ali's the first one to start the mouth shit. David Steele, Supreme, I have a question. When you were in the game, do females consider you their boyfriend? Or did you sell them the dream of eventually being in a serious relationship? I sold more the dream of being in a serious relationship. They didn't call me their boyfriend because I've never asked a girl to be my girlfriend. I never asked Jovina. We've been together for 13 years. I never asked one of those girls to be mine. Okay? I didn't do the boyfriend-girlfriend stuff. We're fucking. We're seeing each other. J-Man, this has been a slow process for me, but I'm making progress. I'm a shy guy too. Talking doesn't come easy for me. It takes practice. That's why I talk to people everywhere I go. Leaving the movie theater, I talk to Caucasian males. You guys are all doing that beard thing. So it's a small guy with a beard, and he was with his girlfriend. I asked him how he liked the movie. We're the only two people in the movie theater. So that's my practice. I've learned to socialize myself, J-Man. Everywhere I go, I talk to people now. And I'm polite. I was telling Jovina, what I said to Jovina about, getting white folks to think that there are some good blacks out there, something like that.
You talk to them so that they can see that you're not like what they think or see on TV.
I was telling her that, I feel like I'm one of those dudes that I'm trying to make it look like there are some, nice black guys out there that aren't mean and angry and shit like that. That's basically what I was telling her earlier. Because I talk to everybody. I talk to white folks, brothers. Don't really talk to sisters that much because they're mad because Jovina's around. Kevin Gatto, Supreme, when you were in the game, how often did you lie to women?
That's a loaded question.
Every goddamn time I opened my mouth. Oh, God. And what did you lie about? Every goddamn thing. Most players I know are good liars and know how to talk to girls, talk girls out of their pants. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Where were you last night? I was at home. Well, I tried to call you. Well, my phone was turned off. I'm fucking someone else. Like I told fellas, if you're gonna be a player, you gotta tell some lies out there. I usually try to disguise with jokes and tell the truth. But the truth is, the matter of I'd be fucking someone else. Yeah, I was fucking your mama. J-Man, I'm starting to see, sometimes I would lie and say I was in an orgy, just to make fun of them. I'm starting to see the game, but applying it is another story. It just takes time, J-Man. Elder Scrolls, Floyd can't read. I heard that white dude say that. And what does that have to do with this boxing, Elder? I want you to answer a question for me. What does that have to do with Floyd's boxing? And why did you say that? Two questions. What does it have to do with this bill in the box, and why did you bring that up? Joe Dinar. How did you discover your dating market / niche? By paying attention. I went to the clubs, and I was like that guy with the deer caught in headlights look. And I saw girls that liked me. Took from there. There were blondes that liked me, but I didn't like blondes. They would come up and try to rub my head, give me a smile. I don't know. Elder says he doesn't look white. So yeah, that Middle Eastern look. He goes, I got pussy in Thailand for 800 baht. That means you're a trick. There, Elder Scrolls. You go to prostitutes. A trick is a dude that goes to, he spends his money on prostitutes. You're called tricks. They have a name for people like you. It's not a good name either. Christopher. She says if we happen to have sex, then she wants me to commit. I think I missed something, Christopher. Let's see. I'm learning slowly. This one chick wants me. You're on the phone. Wants me to give her all my time and attention. I'm not falling for that trap. She's a church girl. Yeah, don't fall for that. She says if we happen to have sex, why are you wasting time with this chick? Christopher, I wouldn't waste my time with a chick like that. If we happen to have sex, then she wants me to commit. I kept it real and said I can't do that because you're going to be contradicting yourself. See, I would have said, I'll commit. Got that pussy and been gone. That was your lesson, bitch. The devil had you. Elder, I was there a month ago, lost my virginity. I asked you some questions, Elder. I'm waiting for my questions to be answered. We just met. How about you just unmeet? The challenge with religious chicks is that very same thing you just talked about. I'd rather go where it's a little bit easier. J-Man, how do you deal with assholes that are rude when you try to talk to them, but not talking to them? I was walking down the hallway at one of the hotels. We were in some place I didn't even like. And I said, good morning. Dude just looked at me and kept walking. So I didn't say anything to him after that. I saw him later, didn't say anything to him. I'm not going to start a fight for no reason. It's not that serious. Kevin Supreme, how do I stop giving my eye contact away to girls that don't like me? I catch myself doing this a lot. A lot of guys do that. You see the girls are hot, so you start staring them in hopes. It takes willpower. You got to recognize that all you're doing is giving your power away to her. So what you said to her is that, I love you. And she takes that and puts it in her, let's say she has a looks bank. She has another fool to her bank. And it just builds her head up. Knowing that is enough right there to get me to stop, because I'm not building no girl's head up and not going to give me nothing for it. It's not equal trade out. But when you see it, there's no stopping you from noticing good-looking women. They got the right ass and shit like that. But don't do the eye contact thing with them. I was at dinner last night, and there was some old woman. I mistakenly, I was just looking, and I looked up, and we crossed eyes, and I looked back down. I didn't want her to know that I was looking at her. She wasn't even that attractive. She was working in the restaurant. So I tried to avoid the eye contact. Elder, I just think it's wired that adult can't read. Weird. Do you know why he can't read? Is he dyslexic? Do you know he might have dyslexia? That could be the cause. And with his money, if he wanted to learn to read, he could probably go to psychologists, help him figure shit out. Dyslexics, they can learn to do something. It's weird. But why did you bring it up? Oh, because you think it's weird. What's that to do with him, his ability to box? Kevin, I don't love her, just the ass. So there's one girl that you're focused on. Yeah. She's got a good ass, huh? What are you doing in Tulsa? I'm sitting here talking to you guys on my way to Georgia. A vacation from Jovina? No. She was gracious enough to get us both on vacation. Her pops gave her 10 grand, gonna give her 10 more, and we're investing some of that in meeting my family. Thank you, Jovina. Man, if I had a vacation from Jovina, I'd be very naughty. I'm focused on new women, Christopher says every day. Good. What is that? How do you guys watch TV? I got to download my TV, fellas. Some chick on the Housewife show was talking about she did her genealogy and it's something to do with Ireland. People are mutts in this country. The only people who are pure are the Asian folks. Housewives of what?
Orange County.
Of Orange County. They look like they're Orange County bitches. They don't look like they're the Guidos.
No, there's some Italian. There's a couple of Italian.
Yeah, but they look Orange County. She's Italian. Yeah, I can tell she's Italian. Maybe I can spot Italians in a minute. They just don't look quite white. You know, they're not like northern white people. J-Man. Oh, wait. What's up, Nas? It says he wants Conor McGregor's confidence. Learn to be a good fighter. I watched some of his fights and I was like, really? Some dude took a step toward him, fell down, and Conor jumped on him and you know, conked him on the head. That's why I started thinking, these things set up. I'm starting to lose faith in MMA now, J-Man. Yeah, I've worked on talking to more people in general, but it seems a fair number of people are not interested in conversation. Some are just plain strange. Only place I see strange people are on the internet, fellas. Talk to decent people. Pick better people to talk to. If you're talking about, you know, weird people, smelly people off the streets, shit like that, don't talk to those people. Elder Conor is pretty good, but I'm a Diaz fan. I don't know who that is. I don't watch MMA. He tapped him out. Strider. My problems are verbal game, Supreme. I tend to ask a lot of questions about them because I don't know what I'm dealing with. It gives me more of an impression of how to deal with them. I ask a lot of questions, or I learned to ask a lot of questions also. Nothing wrong with that. You want to ask questions about the woman. Get her talking about her life. That's the best thing you can do. Nothing wrong with that. So your problems aren't your verbal game. Your problems are what you think. Elder Scrolls, MMA is not staged. I've seen the fights. I'm referring to that one fight. Actually, some of his fights. They looked a little bit on the shady side to me. Visual Supreme. Have you ever picked a girl up from a bar before? Not bars. Not bars. Nightclubs. I find it a little more harder. Also, 10 body count in thanks to you. 10 lays, good. Yeah, my thing was my ability to dance. That was the main thing I had going for me. I had a gimmick. Christopher, there's this book called How to Communicate with Confidence by Mike Bechtel, and it's helping out. The book is by Mike Bechtel, fellas. How to Communicate with Confidence. J-Man, guys are easier to talk to than women. That's because you're nervous. I suppose they assume I'm hitting on them. That's your fear of them thinking that you're hitting on them. Elder, how do you pick up girls? Should I ask them out or what? Thai girls have game. Yes, they do. Like Filipino girls. Elder says, how do you pick up girls? Best way is to go to a nightclub after you've learned to dance, at least be able to do a step touch. Go to a nightclub and don't focus on the hot chicks. Focus on anyone but hot chicks. Because if you're a person that's online, then you're probably not hot chick material yet. So focus on, you guys number them, so like 6 and 7. And see which one's giving you eye contact. Ask her to dance. Somewhere during the third song or second song, pull out your phone, have her get her number in there in case you lose contact with her. And then take from there. If you don't lose contact with her, she likes you, she'll stick with you. That way you can go outside and talk. Talk to her. And then at the end of the evening, all you gotta do is say, what are you doing when the club closes? Nothing. Well, let's look up. That's all it takes. It's a couple of easy words. Jovina, let's hook up. What are you doing when the club closes?
Going home.
Okay, well, why don't you and I hook up? That easy. The girl will decide, well, do I want to fuck him? If we've made out, she wants to fuck. That's usually the case. If you can get her to make out with you, that's usually the case. They want to fuck. Sometimes they get pulled away by their friends. That's why you got the number. So what I would do, I'd leave them a little nice message. Hey, when you get this message, give me a call. Hey, Susie, it was a pleasure dancing with you. You got an unusual rhythm that works really well. When you get this message, give me a call. So after they got rid of their friends, then she knows what I want. Get rid of friends, get a call. So what are you doing right now? How about I come over to your place? Bam, I'm in there. That gives her time to clean her ass up, take a shower, and then here I come. David, okay, Supreme, I've been fucking this chick the last 2 weekends. The sex is amazing. I've been selling her on being my woman instead of the boyfriend, girlfriend stuff. Good. David, what else? Elder Scrolls, I'm pretty good looking. Okay, go to a club. Scan the entire room, see who's giving you eye contact, from the hot chicks to the less hot chicks. Just don't go down. I don't want guys going down too low. Like fat nasties, you're not doing them any good. Strider, J-Man, yes, it's a common assumes among women. What is he talking about? Even if you're having a legit conversation, their guard is always up. We talk about talking to women. That's because, as I said, women know what you want when you walk over. And I don't do street day game pickup shit. If the female's giving you eye contact, step over. If she's not, leave your ass alone. She knows you're there. She's seen you. It ain't like she's missed you. Christopher, I like hanging around salesmen because I use that business methodology to the game. Oh, fuck. Elder Scrolls, if the bitch didn't give you eye contact, can you please leave her alone? Remember, you're also a Middle Eastern looking fella. There's been issues all over Europe with Middle Eastern types and women. So you especially need to leave these bitches alone unless they're giving you eye contact. I don't care how good looking you are. Unfortunately, people who look like you fucked it up for everybody. Let's put it like that. Christopher, good chapter in 7 Steps. Which one? Nas Womer, you better develop a love for fat bitches, 300-pound plus. I don't know what the fuck you talk about, Nas. I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know where that even came from. Salesmen have mad verbal. Yes, they do, Remo. Remember I talked about when I first started going to clubs? These salesmen would come into the club, and I'm out there dancing by myself. Strange love. So that's Caucasian music. And these guys would be talking to bitches. J-Man, I've had women show eye contact and I've approached, but get a negative reaction as soon as I approach. What am I missing? Anxiety? I don't know what you look like when you approach. I don't know what happened. You might want to sit down one day and just write out exactly what happens, so we can take a look at it. You should be on the forum so you can post the shit, and a bunch of people can chime in on it. But I don't know what happened. Okay, I don't know what I'm going to be doing another show. Yo, Supreme, tell Jovina I said, como vai você? Jovina. You got to come a little bit closer. They probably can't hear it. I'm using the house mic. Como vai você? Você.
Estou bem e você?
Estou bem e...
Estou bem e você?
E você?
That's a question. I'm fine. How are you?
Christopher Williams, chapter 3, waiting for Strider Chip. I guess he's learned some Portuguese, or he maybe is Portuguese. He didn't. Is that spelled right? C-O-M-E for comb? Yeah, it looks right. Como vai você?
Yeah. C-O-M-I.
Huh?
C-O-M-I.
No, C-O-M-E.
No, that's come. C-O-M-E is come.
Not come, but come.
Like the gas station, come and go. Come and go.
There's a gas station out here called Come, K-U-M, and Go. Jovina?
Yeah. Okay, I don't have my glasses. No, I can't see.
Is Portugal a good place for black men?
I guess it could be.
I don't know. I've never been.
Who's asking?
Christopher. But I know Brazil is for black American men. I've watched shows out of Portugal.
There's different parts of Portugal. I mean,
yeah. And I've seen brothers there. I'm thinking of going there for my birthday in September. Good. Let us know how it is.
Do some research on,
Go to the nightclubs. Yeah. See if you can hook up. The women in Portugal, they're not as good as the women in Brazil. Brazil has better access to the butt lifts and all that kind of stuff. The women just look really fucking hot down there. Although I do like mine more natural. With natural ass. Let's see. Remo sales helped me not having heavy verbal issues in the game and also with speaking in general. Cool. Elder, how do I deal with shyness around girls? You got to learn to get used to being around women. Um, I had to deal with that myself, but I had a leg up. As I said, I taught aerobics and fitness classes, so I learned how to talk to women, not be afraid of them. But you got to drop your shy act. Recognize it's an act that we learned. And good, you're going to Brazil. We got to learn to stop doing the shy act. Nick Lasso Supreme advice to a young man going bald. That's what happened to me. I ain't going to lie. This shit is killing my self-confidence. It did the same thing to me. And my advice was I found a look that worked. I started shaving my head and did the goatee. That works for, white guys, black guys, Asian guys. That goatee thing and shaved head, that's a good look. Makes you look harder, more masculine. Man, you should do a book on your entire life's philosophy. Good idea. Just let it go, Nick, he says. Yeah, let it go. Strider Chip, I did hear her speak back, but I didn't. Oh, he did. Strider says, I did hear her speak back, but bim obrigado.
Okay. He's just responding to what I asked him. He says, good, thank you.
Strider, fala português? Nas, Nick, what's with your head shape? Who's Nick? Oh, he's asked about what his head looks like. Yeah, some guys can't do the bald thing. Elder Scrolls, facial hair makes guys look older? Question mark. Is it better? I like facial hair because I had a baby face and it made me look more like a man instead of a baby-faced old guy. Strider, I just know a little bit of phrases. That's all.
Awesome.
Hello, Supreme. I'm black, bro. There are black Portuguese people out there. Learn language. Yeah. Good job on the phrases. You go to Portugal and not stand out too badly. Which is where I'm going next year. That means I get on a plane and fly. Let's see. How many hours? I mean, was it 13 hours?
Direct flight would be like 12 hours.
12? So it takes more than a day to get there then.
Yeah.
Well, that's fucked up.
Huh?
That's fucked up. He goes, I just love how Brazilian Portuguese sounds. Me too. I like it better than the mainland Portuguese. Because the black folks got in there and they changed the language. Softened it, now it's more fluid. Christopher, I want to visit Spain for sure. Spain would be cool. Spanish women. Spanish and Italian women. Elder, I've been in Spain. See, you're a dude that was a virgin and you're struggling the game. I'd rather hear about Spain from a dude that's a player that was getting all kind of pussy. That's people I want to listen to. Strider, sounds like Spanish and Italian. Yeah, it's just fluid like European Spanish is. I was listening to some Mexicans talk, and their Spanish is so different. It's almost like it's slurred. It slurred a lot of the words, and it's rattle off. But they'll make fun of someone from Spain because they got that little lisp to their Spanish. Remo, I have to go to the Caribbean before I go anywhere else. That's definitely. Well, that's where your dad's from, out in that part of the world. Grammatically, it's very similar. Yeah, it is. All three of those languages are very similar. Spanish, Portuguese, and Italian. They all come out of what I learned is something called Vulgar Latin. J-Man, I'm not a hardcore nerd, but it's shyness thing. I can pick up on people's energy and emotions. It can be draining to be around. I feel you on that one, man. Those Latinas are amazing. I agree. Elder Scrolls. I went to Thailand after watching MGTOW shit. At least you can afford it. Remo says, definitely stay away from MGTOW. That's where I think those guys go to pay for sex there, Remo. Big towers and TFLers, that guy that started TFL movement, he was one of those people that went overseas to get overseas Asian pussy. He looked like an old dude that lived in his mama's house. This shows that as his bedroom in his mama's house. Old, wrinkly, drunk type of dude. What time is it?
8:09.
Time for dinner. All right, fellas, time for my dinner. It's 8:09 out here. Go have a light sandwich and something light, and then hit the hay. So we'll talk to you guys again. You guys have a good evening. And I'll probably hit you up when I hit Georgia. Later.